Alrighty, as mentioned before, sometimes the first move that you should always this should always be what you look for first. What you look for first? Okay, good. I read the whole thing right. If you have extra stuff from the beginning, if everything has the same thing in it, you got to take that out from the get-go. So 18, 33, and 12, I think those all have an extra 3 in there. I better wax those out right away. Okay. Now, if you remember, if you take something out from the beginning, better put it back in your answer. So I know, setting up my answers here, I'm gonna have a 3 and I'm gonna have 2 binomials, okay? So I got my 3 waxed out, here we go. So I'm gonna have a 6x squared minus 11x plus a 4. All right, there you go. Still a heavy trinomial. Sometimes you get lucky and you wax out everything. Sometimes you're not so lucky. So here we go. What do we got here? I gotta go a times c. So again, a value, b value, c value. I have to go a times c, write down b. b is negative 11. 6 times 4 is 24. Gross. Okay, now what numbers do I need? How can I make a positive 24 and add to a negative 11? I'm gonna say negative 3 and negative 8 are my magic numbers. Okay, again, mental math. 3 times 8 makes 24, but how could I make a negative 11? Make them both negative. Because again, negative times a negative will cancel. Okay, got my magic numbers. Kind of run out of room here, I apologize. Negative 3 over 6. By the way, use your a value right here, not the original a value. That might mess you up. Negative 3 over 6. Negative 8 over 6. I'm going to simplify both these. That's going to turn to a negative 1 over a 2. Lock it in. Tip it over. It's going to turn 2x minus 1. Okay, this is going to be a negative 4 over 3. Lock it in. Tip it in there. Minus 4. Got them. That's it. Rinse and repeat. That's how it works. So if you multiplied all this noise and then took it all times 3, you get all the way back to where you started. So I'll make sure you do that. Okay, so if you want to make a polybox, multiply these two things and then triple everything, you'll get right back to where you started. Okay, again, replay. A times C, 24. B, negative 11. Find the magic numbers. Use the magic numbers. Put them over A. Reduce, tip. Reduce, tip. Every single time. Let's go right to the next one. Okay, I'm on fire. Oh, wrong section. There it is. Okay, here we go. Extra stuff. Okay, right away. Whoa, a cube, a square, a single x. No, man, I'm going to take all that stuff out of there. I don't like you. Go away. Let's see, 4, 32, and 60. I think all of those could, I think I can wax out a 4. Nice. Nice little surprise here for you, friends. Okay, I took out the 4x. I got to put it back into the story at the end. Okay, take out that 4x. Cancel. I'm going to have an x squared. Uh-oh, I think this is going to turn into a basic. Nice, this is going to turn to a basic binomial. Sorry, basic trinomial. Divided by, that's going to be 15. Yeah, I think so. Sweet. Hey, man, that's a basic. I wonder if the basic binomials, basic trinomials still work with the AC method. Let's see. I'm doing a little bit of extra work here, but that's what I do. 1 times 15 is 15. And then 8 is still 8. So what numbers multiply to 15 and add to 8? I feel like we did that at the beginning of the lesson here. Let's see. I think it's going to be 5 and 3. 5 and 3 are my magic numbers. Okay, 5 and 3. Put them over the a value. Oh, the a value is 1. Sweet, already reduced. Tip it over. 1x plus 5. Tip it over. 1x plus 3. Okay, so the same trick here works for basic trinomials as well. We just don't do this because, first of all, timesing 1 is pointless, and then dividing by 1 is pointless. So there's always a single x in front. Okay, so we could have skipped right to this if you wanted to, but that's it. That's all we're doing, friends. It's the same moves over and over. Okay. First step always is to make sure you take out any extra stuff, and then if you take out as much as you can, okay, if it's a heavy still, now this one was a basic, we could have cheated a little bit, but if it's a heavy, if there's still something attached to the x squared, you have to do this AC method, and you can either do the domino trick or you can do the grouping trick, whatever works for you. You have options, friends. You have to embrace the steps. Okay, you have to try them. You're not going to get better at this by ignoring it. You have to step up and take it one step at a time. Trust me, you will get just as good as this as I am, if not better. Okay, that's the whole goal. Get better than me. All right, bye-bye.